Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on the Young Monarchs YouTube channel. Today I'll be sharing my top 5 tips to starting your personal growth journey. You will not want to miss this. Go ahead and get out your notes. You're going to want some scratch paper. But if you want to know those top 5 tips that I found most helpful and beneficial to my life, stay tuned. So my number one tip, and this is the first thing that you should do if you're starting your personal growth journey, is just take a step back and assess the highs and lows. Just kind of go to a place by yourself. If it's journaling that helps you, if it's just meditating, or just being in a quiet place, look back on your life and your experiences. Write down all of the things that you're very proud of. Write down the things that you're not so proud of. And I say to do this alone because you're able to really look at things that maybe nobody else knows about you, but you see these as areas of improvement, be that your finances, your physical health, the way that you interact with people at work, the way you interact with yourself and how you feel about yourself. Just having time to kind of see it. For me, it works seeing it all on paper. I'm just able to assess things very quickly. Not very quickly, but I'm able to see everything laid out and kind of help me get a roadmap to what I need to do to get on my personal journey. Tip 2 to starting your personal growth journey has to be starting with a few topics at a time. After you've assessed everything, you probably brain dumped everything that you want to improve, everything that you're not liking, you are liking. But my second tip is just to take everything one at a time, or maybe two things depending on what you want to work with. When you're looking at it all, it can definitely be overwhelming and you definitely may not know where to start. But I would definitely say pick a few of those major areas in your life that you really want to improve on and just focus on those. And for everybody, we can't even talk about a few things at a time. Some people, it may take one thing at a time, working on that one thing for a few weeks, months, or however long to get to a place where you're comfortable with it. But definitely do not try to conquer all at once. Third tip is do not go on this journey alone. One of the major things where people can get frustrated, you can feel down, you can not know where you're going to find motivation from when you're going on your own personal journey. But it's always good to have somebody in your corner, somebody that you feel safe to talk to about the things that you're trying to work towards and going through. But just have somebody that knows that during this time you're dedicating your free time and you're dedicating your energy into improving yourself. And just by having like an accountability partner, somebody just to help you reset when you're feeling down, or even somebody to help motivate you, to remind you like you have goals that you're trying to achieve to better your life, is so beneficial. Even if it's one person, if you have a few girlfriends that you can talk about your personal journey with, but having somebody in your corner is definitely an amazing part of being on this journey, because it's all in your head and it's all of what you're personally going through. But when you can just bounce your emotions and your thoughts onto someone else, they can really help you be more logical and look at things from an outside in perspective. My fourth tip would be to set goals. And do not set too many goals at once. I personally try to have 2 to 3 goals that I work on at a time. But even sometimes, depending on what area of your life, it may just be that one goal at a time. But we all know when we are conscious of what we're trying to achieve, setting goals is that clear determinant of if we're there yet, how far we are, and then along the way, what are different things that we can do to get to that one goal. For example, with starting Young Monarchs, my one of my goals for May is to just be consistent and have major growth on this channel. But by every day, me being engaged on YouTube, being engaged on social media, I'm able to daily remember that goal that I have set for myself and just continue to work towards that. So with that goal in mind, if you are still with me on this video, you can go ahead, like, subscribe if you want to take this journey with me. If you are on your own personal journey, let me know down below. And we're going to get into the last tip. My fifth tip to starting your personal journey is just knowing that it is not going to be smooth. You are going to have days where, maybe even a week, where you have not focused on those areas that you want to improve on. And you're just feeling down, like you haven't been to the gym in months or something. But just know that it's a process, and it's not something that's going to be complete in 6 months to a year. Our personal growth journeys are the one of the main constants in our lives. As we get older, we adapt to our surroundings and situations and experiences. But at the end of the day, for me and hopefully everybody watching this video, is to make your experiences fun, make your experiences worthwhile, and really make them beneficial to who you want to be, who you want around you, and the experiences that you want to have in this world. So we have shared all 5 tips, but knowing is not enough. You have to do it. You have to do it right now. Start even just meditating during the day and having daily self reflections if you're not ready to like fully look at everything laid out on a map and say like the areas that you need to improve on. But take the steps to really take care of yourself. In my definition of a personal growth journey, it's all about being the best person you can be by first taking care of your mind, taking care of your heart, and start there if you have nowhere else to start. I go internal before I think about getting to trying to grow in finances or trying to go in business. For me, my personal journey is about how I, as a human being, can contribute to this world in the most positive ways. So I go inward first and I assess the way that I think about things. How do I think about friendships? How do I think about dating or spending or just in general making decisions for myself? And then I've grown to thinking about my finances, thinking about my future business opportunities, and how I want to grow my life in those ways. But thank you guys so much for getting to the end of this video with me. I really hope some of the tips I gave today are beneficial. Even if you're not ready to start on your journey, but you just have some type of subconscious knowledge in your head now and things that you need to do, I'm really glad that you are here. If you're on your personal journey, if you have questions, if you don't agree with my tips, or if you have your own tips, leave them down in the comments below. I share my personal journey with a few of my friends, but I would love to get opinions from different people of all different types of backgrounds on what are some of the best things that you all do in your personal journey, or what are some of the things that you think through. Maybe I haven't thought about those yet. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you join the movement, and I'll see you guys next time.